Hello, and welcome to my talk today on how the ACT label can revolutionize sustainability in laboratory consumables. My name is Amelia DeForce. I'm a senior scientist at Thermo Fisher Scientific. At Thermo Fisher Scientific, we're committed to environmental sustainability. Our mission is to enable our customers to make the world healthier, cleaner, and safer. Mark Casper, our president and CEO, states, "Our responsibility to society includes protecting the planet. We recently committed to achieving net zero carbon emissions by 2050, in addition to our earlier commitment to reduce our carbon emissions by 30% by 2030. We're making progress by reducing energy in our facilities, developing greener products, and helping our customers to achieve their own environmental goals." Our approach to sustainability includes three guiding foundational principles. Employ circular business model by incorporating life cycle and circular economy thinking into our businesses, our operations, and product design. We also work to optimize our operations by using resources efficiently and improving our processes to reduce our direct environmental impact. We also work to enable our customers and help them make their own sustainability goals through best-in-class products, services, and partnerships. The sustainability challenges in the life sciences are tremendous, from climate change to ocean plastics, deforestation, loss of biodiversity, and the effects of waste on the environment and health. You, the scientists, are on the front lines in both developing solutions and rightfully expecting accountability from your suppliers and partners in the life science community. The science of global climate and the environmental crisis is clear. It really has become a defining issue of our time. We are rethinking plastics by working together with the nonprofit organization My Green Lab. We have adopted the ACT label, which stands for Accountability, Consistency, and Transparency. By providing this so-called eco-nutrition label for Thermo Fisher laboratory products, we're providing valuable and easy to compare information, which will help you, the customer, make more informed decisions about the overall environmental impact of the products that you're considering purchasing. It also helps to drive continuous improvement from suppliers like us to seek out renewable energy options and options to reduce waste at our facilities. Here is a picture of an ACT label. You can think of the ACT label like an eco-nutrition label for lab products. 4 years ago, we participated in the pilot program that My Green Lab was running, and we were first to ACT label laboratory consumables. The way that it works is that we provide information about the manufacturing, the user impact, and end of life of a product, along with a sample of the product itself as well as its packaging. We send this to My Green Lab along with the documentation, and that is audited by Sustainability Made Simple and verified by My Green Lab. Then My Green Lab generates the label and provides scores for each of the categories which were investigated. And this ultimately provides an environmental impact factor, which is the sum of all of the scores. The ACT label is a virtual label. It lives on our product pages and on My Green Lab's website. A purchaser can use this label to make more informed choices about their products in the same way that you would use a nutrition label, say on a cereal box, to pick the one that has less sugar in it. Now I will go into some more detail on how to understand environmental impact scores. It's pretty simple. The lower the score, the lower the environmental impact. The higher the score, the higher the environmental impact. Most scores are from 1 to 10. Let's take a deeper dive into a specific label so that you can better understand how it can provide you information on the product. Now I will walk you through an example of how a score was generated. Here is an example of an ACT label for Thermo Scientific Nalgene narrow mouth bottle that is manufactured in Monterrey, Mexico. You will see that there are three main categories: manufacturing, user impact, and end of life. Under manufacturing, there are a variety of different scores, including manufacturing impact reduction. We scored a 6 in manufacturing impact reduction because of the fact that we recently installed LED lighting and energy efficient water cooling towers, as well as oil-free compressors at the manufacturing facility. If you take all of the sum of the scores on the right-hand side, you will have the environmental impact factor of 30, in this case, 34.3. One of the powerful aspects of the ACT label is the fact that there is an expiration date to it. So every 2 years, we must renew the label and show improvements to our practices. This incentivizes the manufacturers to continually make improvements to their sustainability practices. I would also like to point out that in our last renewal, we expanded our ACT label program to include both the EU and UK label. On the left is the US label we were just viewing in the previous slide for the Nalgene narrow-mouth bottle. To the right of that are the EU and UK labels for the same wide-mouth bottle. Because shipping impact and end-of-life scores are regional, they will change based on the location. For example, you will notice a difference in the scores for the shipping impact. For US, it's a 5.3, but for EU and UK, it is a 10. This score is determined by the distance between the manufacturing site, which in this case is Mexico, and the distribution center. For US, the distribution center is just across the border in Texas. For the EU and UK, however, it is located within Europe. So that distance is much farther than Mexico to Texas. This is reflected in the higher scores for the EU and UK. There's also a difference in the end-of-life scores, which reflects the difference in the infrastructure for recycling between the US versus the EU and UK. We currently have 96 ACT labeled consumable products at Thermo Fisher Scientific. This includes general labware, such as the Nalgene bottles, beakers, graduated cylinders, and our rapid flow PES filter units, as well as our matrix tubes. 3 years ago, we sent out a survey about the ACT label and asked several questions to our customers to try to determine the value of ACT labeling our products. The results were strongly towards making more sustainable choices, showing us that you, the customer, are wanting more sustainability in the lab. To summarize, the ACT label provides transparency needed for labs to be able to make more sustainable purchasing decisions. It also motivates product development to introduce more sustainable products and product packaging options. The ACT label also encourages manufacturers to make process improvements to operate more sustainably. It also supports customers in their efforts to reduce and recycle whenever possible. The ACT label ultimately demonstrates a commitment to invest in sustainable business practices. Our mission at Thermo Fisher Scientific is to enable our customers to make the world healthier, cleaner, and safer. Sustainability in the lab is imperative, and we are here to support your needs in this space. As a consumer, remember, you can make more environmentally informed purchasing choices for your labware by consulting ACT labels. And really, by doing so, you become part of the movement in driving demand for products that are ACT labeled in support of sustainable purchasing decisions. I want to thank you very much for your time today. Please feel free to reach out with any questions that you may have around sustainability in the lab. Thanks again, and have a great day.